Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Lao Tzu. And that's a lesson many drivers could benefit from on roads. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Peter, I'm your friendly Wombat, taking you on a discovery tour on the island of Rhodes in Greece. Driving on roads gives you freedom that you simply do not get with buses or organized tours. You can discover small villages, empty beaches, mountain roads, hidden tavernas, and parts of the island most tourists never really see. But Rhodes also has its own driving culture, and a few local realities that visitors should know before getting behind the wheel. And no, this is not one of those driving in Greece is chaos videos. Most people drive perfectly fine here. But there are certain things that surprise visitors every single season. One of the biggest mistakes tourists make is underestimating travel times. On a map, roads may not look huge, but distance and driving time are two completely different things on this island. Roads are often winding, mountainous, narrow, or busy with tourist traffic. A route that looks like only 30 kilometers, roughly 18.5 miles, can easily take much longer than expected. Especially mountain villages, the Lindos area, older village roads, and scenic coastal routes. Google Maps also does not always understand local road reality. Most of the time, it works perfectly fine, until suddenly it doesn't. And yes, this video in the background is proof of that. You'll see. Sometimes Google classifies rough mountain trails, tractor access roads, broken asphalt roads, or steep dirt tracks as perfectly normal roads with a 90 km/h speed limit, kilometers per hour. That is still about 55 miles an hour? Again, watch the video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Just because navigation says road does not mean it is a good idea for your rental car, especially if you are not used to narrow Mediterranean roads. Sometimes the slightly longer route is the much safer route. Road conditions themselves can also surprise people. Some roads on roads are older and polished smooth from decades of heat and traffic. That can mean reduced traction, slippery asphalt, potholes, dusty corners, and very slick painted road markings. And then there's visibility. The summer sun on roads can be extremely bright, much brighter than many visitors expect. Combined with heat, fatigue, unfamiliar roads, and glare from the sea or white buildings, driving can become tiring surprisingly quickly. At night, many rural roads are also far darker than tourists expect. Some roads outside towns are barely lit at all. You may suddenly encounter sharp bends, goats, scooters without much lighting, parked vehicles, or pedestrians walking near the road. So especially on narrow roads, slow down. Locals may know every corner. You don't. Traffic culture on roads is another thing visitors should understand. The official traffic laws exist, of course, but reality and practice are sometimes two different things. You may see sudden overtaking, aggressive scooter riders, motorcycles filtering through traffic, hesitation at roundabouts, or people stopping unexpectedly. Roundabouts are still relatively new in some areas, and not everyone handles them the same way. Some drivers are cautious, others enter aggressively, and during high season you also have thousands of tourists driving unfamiliar rental cars. By the way, in roundabouts, the one inside the roundabout has the right of way. The most important advice? Well, do not turn driving into an ego competition. If someone wants to overtake aggressively, let them go. If somebody behaves impatiently, let it go. The calm driver usually arrives first anyway. And always leave extra brake distance, especially with scooters and motorcycles around you. Personally, I use a two-way dash cam on the island, front and rear. Not because driving here is impossible, but because unpredictable situations happen more often than many visitors expect. And yes, mobile speed traps do exist on roads as well, especially on larger roads where locals as well as tourists, feel comfortable speeding up a bit. Parking is another area where a little patience helps a lot. In Rhodes Town and other busy areas, you will often encounter blue parking zones. Keep some coins in the car because not every parking situation is modernized or card-friendly. And if a parking spot feels stressful, too tight, or risky, just look elsewhere. A slightly longer walk is usually better than damaging a rental car during peak season. And one funny but very real and potentially highly expensive local detail. If you park near shaded rural areas or under trees in the countryside, be aware that goats occasionally climb onto parked cars. Really, that's not a joke. Especially when cars are parked near rocky terrain or shade. Remember, cats have paws, but goats have hoofs, and they cause damage. And finally, fuel stations. Many gas stations on roads are still serviced by attendants rather than fully self-service. Someone may approach you, fill the car for you, and help guide you. A small tip is always appreciated during busy summer months. So, keeping some coins in the vehicle is useful not only for parking, but also for small everyday situations like this one. 50 cents to €1 is just fine for the refueling. And when windows are washed, 150, maybe €2, and a smile will do just fine. Driving on roads is honestly one of the best ways to experience the island. Just drive calmly, defensively, and without stress, because on roads, rushing usually doesn't save much time anyway. In our next video, we discover more about driving on the island and what to do in case of an emergency or accident. So stick around, because we're just getting started. Now, whether you're planning your first trip to Rhodes, returning after many years or the umpteenth time, or simply enjoying learning more about this beautiful island, I'm glad you stopped by. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget the notification bell. Subscribing tells YouTube that you'd like to see more of my videos, but the notification bell helps make sure you're actually notified when a new video is published. If you'd like to support the channel a little bit further, there is also a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below. There is absolutely no obligation, but every coffee helps me spend more time creating new content about Rhodes and Greece. And I drink a lot of coffee. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, stay curious, travel safely, and above all, enjoy the journey. This is your friendly Wombat, signing off.